Yogis, welcome to Yoga for Change. Let's take a comfortable seat and open up your ears. In times of change, we might feel restless. It might feel like we are living in a kind of chaos, or we might yearn for what has passed. We might grieve for the person we once were, or for the life we used to have. Change is not always easy, but somewhere on the other side of change, there is a new normal where we can be happy again and where life is still good. Life is relentless change. And so sitting here today, we can ask ourselves the question, where am I in the cycle of my life or in the process of change? Now you might be due a change and you can feel something brewing on the horizon, like there's old energy inside of you that is ready to go. Or you might feel a sense of restlessness or impatience within you. Or you might be in the storm of change, clinging on for dear life or trying to find a way through or out of the difficulty. So busy with change, you don't even realize you're in it. Or you might be experiencing the grieving part of change, so close to the emotions, feeling reflective or even exhausted, wishing things could go back to how they were before. You might be out the other side. You might have had a lot of change going on and now you're in your new normal. Something has shifted inside of you. The alchemical process that external change brings inwardly is complete, and you are different somehow. You have grown in your heart and opened your mind to new understandings. So where am I? Am I due a change? Am I within the changes? Am I grieving what has changed? Or have I been changed? Or am I feeling all of these things all at once? And this is a possibility due to the relentlessness of change. Just take a moment now, just seeing where you are in relation to change. And when you're ready, come onto all fours and we'll meet in cat-cow. Inhaling as you open the heart and exhaling as you round the back. Becoming aware of your breath as you inhale and as you exhale, constantly changing. Beautiful. Now come back to stillness and take your right leg, straighten it out and take it across to your left side. Looking over your left shoulder, side stretch here. As if to just take a moment to look behind you, look where you've been, and see how many times You've been through change to get where you are now. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, come back to center. And let's take that side stretch over to the other side with the other leg, looking over the other shoulder. Gorgeous. Coming back to center. Just come back to cat-cow for a moment or two. Connecting with your breath. Lovely, and from here, push back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to stretch out. Maybe walk the dog. Lovely, and then bring your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, keep your head and shoulders heavy, and just roll up through your spine to stand. Take your time. Beautiful, and let's meet at the top of the mat. Bringing your hands into prayer position, just take a moment to sense the changes that your practice will bring you. A famous yogi, Prabhuti Joyce, once said, "Practice, practice, all is coming." And we'll open the practice today with a mantra to awaken us to the happiness of being. You can join in if you know it. Take a deep breath together. Om Vande Gurunam Charanara Vinde Sandarachita Swamasukha Vabude Nishreyase Jangalika Yamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohaushantye Abahupuru Shankaram Shankachakrase Darinam Sahasra Shiva Samshwetam Pranamami Patanjaliyam. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Now exhale, take your left leg back, your knee and the back of your foot to the mat, and lunge here. As you inhale, expand your lungs. And as you exhale, come back into plank. Let's inhale in plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, bring your left foot forward. The back knee and the foot is down. As you inhale, expand your lungs to the incoming breath. And as you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Let's inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Now inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, relax. And again, inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, your right leg is coming back for lunge position here, and as you inhale, expand your lungs. Exhale, come back into plank. Take a deep inhale in plank. And now exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, no hands today. Just use the strength of your back. And then exhale, plant your hands, push back to dog. Let's breathe here in dog. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, bring the right foot forward. The back knee and the foot is down. As you inhale, expand your lungs to the incoming breath. And as you exhale, come to the top of your mat and fold on in. Let's inhale halfway. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Let's inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, relax your hands down. Surya Namaskar, round 2. Look out for the changes as we inhale, the hands lift. As we exhale, we fold on in. Let's inhale to a halfway rise. And exhale, bring the left leg back to lunge position. Deep inhale to expand the lungs, open the chest. And exhale, come back to plank. Let's inhale in plank. And now exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Come into baby cobra. When you're ready, inhale here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in your dog position. When you're ready, the left foot is coming forward, the back knee and the foot is down to the mat. As you inhale, open your chest, expand your lungs to the incoming breath. And let's exhale, fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Now exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhaling, rising all the way up. And exhale, relax the hands. Inhale, the hands lift. Exhaling, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, right leg comes back. Lunge position. Use your inhale to open your chest here. And let's exhale, take it back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Use the strength in your back to lift your chest. And push back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, dog. Life is change, and here you are, always experiencing change one way or another. The breath changes from the inhalation to the exhalation. The body might be strong today, it might be restless, it might be tired. And the same can be said of the mind and the heart. Every day, lovelies, we are different because change is the nature of life. So it makes a lot of sense to make your peace with change. When you're ready, the right foot comes forward for that lunge position. And as you inhale, expand your lungs to the incoming breath. And exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Round 3. Let's inhale, the hands lift. And exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, your left leg comes back. But this time, we're going to stay on the ball of the back foot. Keep the knee up and just rise the entire body up for a high lunge here. Stretch the hands towards the ceiling. Balance and breathe. Know that change is not always easy, but it always helps us grow upwards, one way or another. Beautiful. Let's inhale, really expand your lungs, press into the tips of your fingers. And as you exhale, come back to plank position. Inhaling in plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, ask the question, am I due a change? Am I within the changes? Am I grieving what has changed? Or have I been changed? Where are you in the cycle of change? Where are you in the cycle of life? Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to bring the left foot forward into that lunge position. The back knee is down this time. As you inhale in that low lunge, open the breath, open the heart, open the chest. And as you exhale, come to the top of the mat and fold on in. Let's inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhaling, when you're ready, rise up, tailbone heavy, heart lifts. Exhale, relax the hands. Inhale, lift it up, hands lift, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold through. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, your right leg is coming back now. We're staying on the ball of the back foot, keeping the knee raised. Lift the whole body up, come into a high lunge here. Be with the change. Open up to it. Reaching upwards, reaching skywards. Inhale here, expand your lungs. And as you exhale, meet me in plank position. Inhale, plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Asking the question, am I due a change? Am I within the changes? Am I grieving what has changed? Or have I been changed? When you're ready, the right foot is going to come forward. We're bringing the back knee and the foot down to the mat though. Low lunge, and as you inhale, expand your lungs, open your heart. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax the hands. Round 4, look out for the changes. As you inhale, the hands lift. As you exhale, we fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, left leg is coming back. We're staying on the ball of the back foot, and we're rising up for a high lunge here. Knowing change is not always easy, but it helps us grow up or grow upwards. Inhale in your high lunge, and exhale, come back to plank. Let's inhale in plank, and exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, push back to dog. Breathe in dog and lift your left leg, opening your hips for 3-legged dog. Trying to remain as even as you can through your arms, holding the change that you are experiencing. Breathing deep. And then when you're ready, we're bringing that left foot forward, coming into a low lunge with the left foot forward. As you inhale, expand the lungs, open the breath. And as you exhale, come to the top of the mat and fold on in. Inhale for halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And then inhale, rise on up. Exhale, relax the hands. Let's do the other side. Inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, the right leg is coming back. We're staying on the ball of the back foot, ready to rise up. High lunge here. Be with the change. Open yourself up to it. Steady your gaze. Balance. Hold the change. Hold the change. And as you inhale, expand your lungs. And as you exhale, come back to plank. Let's inhale in plank together. And exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. And then push back, downward facing dog. From dog, we're going to lift the right foot to open the hips, 3-legged dog. Opening yourself up to change. Breathing deep. And then when you're ready, your right foot is going to come forward, and we're coming into a low lunge here with the back knee down, the back foot down. As you inhale, open your lungs, open your heart. And as you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Let's inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax the arms. Round 5, will it ever end? Inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, left leg comes back. We stay on the ball of the back foot and rise up for that high lunge. Change is not always easy, but it does help us grow up. Let's inhale here, expand the lungs. Exhale, meet me in plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Press back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg open for three-legged dog, trying to remain even through your arms, holding the change you are experiencing. And then when you're ready, your left foot comes forward into that low lunge. The back knee and foot is down. And as you inhale, open your heart, open your lungs to the incoming breath. And as you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And inhale, rise on up. Exhale, relax the hands down. And inhale, lift skyward again. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, your right leg is coming back. You're staying on the ball of the back foot and rising up into that high lunge. Open to change. Focused and steady. Inhale, expand your lungs. Exhale, come back to plank position. Let's inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Push back to dog. Breathe in dog as you lift your right leg to open the hips, open to change. When you're ready, the right foot is coming forward into a low lunge here. Back knee and back foot is down to the mat. And as you inhale, you expand the lungs to the incoming breath. As you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale, relax for a moment. Round 6. Inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, left leg comes back. We stay on the ball of the back foot and rise up for a high lunge. Change is not easy, but it does help us grow. Bring your hands to prayer position here. And now take your left elbow to your right thigh. Hopefully I've got that the right way around for a twist here. So we twist towards the bent leg. Breathing. Being open to change, and then when you're ready, meet me in plank position. Let's inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Breathe in your dog, pushing back to dog, lifting the left leg, opening your hips for a three-legged dog, even through the arms, holding the change. And then when you're ready, the left foot will come forward, and we're going to ground the back foot to a 45-degree angle. Stay in a low lunge, keep low to the ground, but raise your back knee up. And now walk your hands out on a diagonal away from the front foot, so you're in what looks like a warrior dog. It's a warrior with the legs and like a dog through the arms and back. Breathe here, open to change. Beautiful. Walk your hands back, either side of your front leg. Come back into low lunge here. And as you inhale, open your lungs, an incoming breath. And exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Let's inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax the hands. Inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, the right leg is coming back. You're staying on the ball of the back foot, rising up for that high lunge. Be with the change. Be open to the change. Bring your hands in prayer and now twist towards your bent leg. Steady as you go. Steady as you change. Breathe here. When you're ready, meet me in plank. And let's take a deep inhale in plank position, and as you exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra, no hands today. Then plant your hands, push back to dog. Lift your right foot to open the hips, three-legged dog. And then when you're ready, your right foot is coming forward. Ground your back foot to 45 degrees. Keep the back knee up and take that warrior dog on the other side. So your hands are walking out on a diagonal away from your front foot. Breathe here. Embrace the change. And then walk your hands back to either side of your front leg. Come back into low lunge. And on your next inhale, expand your lungs, open your heart. And let's exhale, fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale, relax here. Beautiful. Let's step out to the long edge of your mat. And we're going to take goddess pose here. Your heels are in and your toes are out. Sink down through your hips as much as is possible for you, keeping your bottom tucked in, your tummy on, your thighs open and strong. Hands can raise into a steeple position as you sink a little lower. Breathing deep. From your steeple position, bring your hands to your heart. Now take them wide out to the sides. And back to steeple position. And then the hands come back to prayer at the heart center as you sink a little deeper if you can. Inhale, open it up to the sides. Exhale, back to steeple. One more like this. Inhale in steeple. Exhale, sink a little deeper as the hands come to the heart. Inhale, go wide. And exhale back to steeple. And at this point, you might be wanting to give prayers for change. You might be asking for change. So let's answer those prayers and come up. Now change your feet. Bring your heels out and your toes ever so slightly in. Your hands come to your hips, and as you inhale, your chest can lift. And as you exhale, you can take that wide-legged fold, running your hands down the outer legs until you find your ankles or maybe your big toes. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. But use the traction of your hands against your legs or against your toes to fold deeper in, keeping your elbows wide. And your shoulders move down your back, away from your ears and the delicate neck area. Breathe here. Recognize, lovelies, that the world turns itself upside down so that we can experience change. It's not doing anything to us. The world changes for us. And this would be the yogic perspective on change. Change is not happening to us, it's happening for us. Just see if you can let this understanding filter through your heart and into your mind as you hang out here. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway and just gently heel toe your feet in closer together for Malasana or yogic squat. If your heels don't reach the floor, just pop a blanket under them if that helps. But find your position, and if you can, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position at the heart. This mudra helps us to balance and regain composure as the world is turning itself around us and for us. And the low center of gravity in Malasana has a steadying effect. Beautiful. Let's sit down here when you're ready and take Baddha Konasana. You can hook your big toes with your fingers if you like, using your arms to open your thighs, folding forward if that feels good for your body, or not, as is appropriate. Let's recognize where you are within the changes that your practice is bringing. You know, some of us might feel energized at this point. Some of us might feel exhausted. Change is change, and we react how we react. And it is never the same twice. So drop into the breath, drop into the change. Find yourself beyond any reactivity. Become the still point within the storm that you are, that life is, the relentlessness of change. Breathe here. And you can start to churn through your belly if it feels good for you. Going one way. And then the other. And then go the other way. Let's do another 2 each side. And swap side, go the other way. Come to stillness, be the still point within the storm of change. Okay, lovelies, let's lie back now. And just bring one knee to your chest and your other leg can extend, perhaps to a hover, perhaps not. If it helps you to connect with your core, you can take your head onto a block behind you. And now all we're going to do is switch the legs. So extend your bent leg to the hover and bend the other leg to the chest. Just switching side to side at whatever pace feels good. And in whatever way feels good. It's like we're finding our sea legs within the storms of change. Maybe just walking easily through it now. Or maybe not. Beautiful. When you're ready, come to stillness, and we're just going to take the block away. You can keep the block behind your head if you like, but take it away from behind your head probably would be better. Well, whatever it is. But anyway, block or no block, extend both of your legs now. Slide your hands under your hips for some leg raises. So you can either take both legs up together, or you can go one at a time. Find your own pace. And inhale as the legs or leg comes up, and exhale as the legs or leg comes down. Maybe it works for you today to come to a hover as you come down rather than all the way down to the mat, and really engage your core. Press the lower back into the ground to lift the legs up. Try not to create any tension in your shoulders or your face as you do this. And if it's easy for you, you can take the hands away from the lower back. You can come off of your hands. Maybe you might even take the hands above the head. That's pretty hard, but if that's what you want, that's what you want. We're inhaling as their legs raise, and we're exhaling as they come to a hover. This really pulls us inward. The effort of this pulls us inside. And this is good because we might externalize change. We might constantly find ourselves focusing on the world and what other people are doing, and feel frustration with that. What can I do about this? What can I do about them? And sometimes the only thing you can do is to change your own perspective. And instead of trying to change others, become the answer to that which you wish to change, or change yourself. Do something in yourself to counter those feelings. So adapt as necessary. And within your practice, choose an option that works for you. If you find knees to chest a better option, you can go back to that last exercise. Or you're doing either single or double leg raises here. And we're just reminding ourselves that there is always a choice. It's always about us, really. And we can be the still point and choose how to respond to the relentlessness of change. And if this means go a little faster, go a little faster. If it means do a little less, do a little less. Beautiful. Then from wherever you are, remove the block if it's behind your head. Bring your knees in towards your chest, curling into a little ball. And start to rock gently up and down your spine if this feels okay for you. Rocking a few times to bring yourself to seated position. Maybe even rocking back a few times through the entire length of your spine, if that feels good for your body. Bringing yourself to seated now. Let's plant your feet down on your mat, lifting your hips, come to tabletop pose. And there's another choice that we can make here. We can outstretch the legs and come into an inclined plane. And have your fingers towards you or away from you, either or either is fine. And if you're in tabletop, you can maybe lift one leg and then the other. If you're feeling strong today, you can try that in an inclined plane. Or you can do something else, recognizing at this point that we do have a choice. We always have a choice. Lovely. When you're ready, come all the way down. Bring yourself forward and into a squat position. And we can, from this squatting position, we can come into a low chair pose. And we keep the hands in prayer today, but we can twist in this chair pose to the left and breathe here. And then we can twist to the right, breathing here. And now come back to center, stay low. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, let's come into a fold. Round 7, Surya Namaskar. Let's inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, your left leg is coming back to a lunge position here. Low lunge. As you inhale, expand your lungs. And as you exhale, come back to plank. Let's inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. And inhale, baby cobra. Now exhale, push back to dog. And let's breathe here, take a few breaths here, stretching out. Now we're going to bring the left foot forward. Ground your back foot and stand up for warrior 2. And then when you're ready, interlace your fingers behind your back, open your chest, breathe in, and as you breathe out, come down towards the bent knee, humble warrior. I always feel like like you're trying to answer a phone that's sort of strapped to your ankle in this pose. But nevertheless, that's irrelevant really. You're in humble warrior and you're both humbled and strengthened in the face of change. That's what change does to us. It humbles us, but it does make us stronger as we move through it. When you're ready, come out of humble warrior and back to warrior two. And from warrior two, let's windmill the hands to the mat. And you can vinyasa back to dog, or you can come straight back to dog. It's your choice. From here, we're going to bring the right foot forward, ground your back foot, and stand up for warrior two. Now interlace your fingers, open your chest, humble warrior when you're ready. Change does this thing to us, it humbles us. It can make us feel weak, but ironically it's actually strengthening us. We are strengthened in the face of change. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two. And now windmill the hands to the mat, and you can either vinyasa to dog or just come back to dog and just wait for everyone to catch up. Breathing here. From your dog pose, let's bring both legs to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold on in. And then when you're ready, inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax the hands. Let's inhale, lift the hands again. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, your back knee is coming. Your right leg is coming back. Your knee and your back foot come into lunge position as you inhale, expand the lungs. And now exhale, plank position. Got lost then, sorry. Inhale, plank. So much change. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing your right foot forward when you're ready. Ground your back foot and stand up for warrior two. And let's come into extended side angle pose from here. Stretching out on a long diagonal. Stretching in the face of change. That's what change does to us. It stretches the heart. It stretches the mind sometimes. It stretches the patience. But we're strong enough to be here. Breathing deep. When you're ready, Come up back to warrior two. Now adjust your legs as necessary to bring yourself into triangle. Do this with as little fuss as possible. Stay as balanced as you can. You are balanced in the face of change. Strong legs allow for the opening of the heart. And it doesn't matter how deep your triangle is. So you might have your hand to the floor, or you might have your hand to your ankle, or to your shin, or even to your thigh. What we're trying to do is to really open the chest to the side of your mat. And breathe deep. Expanding the hands away from one another. Expanding the head away from the hips. Expanding the feet away from the hips and away from each other. Breathe here. Inhale here, and as you exhale, look towards your front leg. Let's inhale, come back to warrior two. And then windmill the hands to the mat. Vinyasa to dog, or come straight back to dog and wait here. Now your left foot is coming forward. You're grounding the back foot and standing up for warrior two. Warrior two takes us to an extended side angle. Reach yourself on that long diagonal. Expand yourself. Open yourself to change. Open yourself to the cycle of change. Open yourself to life. When you're ready, come back to warrior two. And now adjust your pose so you're ready to come into triangle on the other side. Hopefully it's the other side. Come into triangle. Whatever your version of triangle looks like today, remember that it is yours and you do choose. So within the changing postures of the practice, you do have a choice as to how deep you want to go, or how hard you want to work. Strong legs, strong foundations allow for the openings to happen in the upper body as everything stretches away from itself. Now look down towards your front leg. Bend the knee if you need to come back up. Adjust your feet as is necessary for warrior two. Windmill your hands to the mat. Vinyasa to dog, or come straight back to dog, as is your want. And from downward facing dog, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, fold on in. Let's inhale, rising up, and exhale, relax the hands down. Now as you inhale, come back to chair pose with the hands at the heart center. Stay low and twist to the left. Come back to center, twist to the right. Come back to center. Sink down low, bring your hands to the floor. Adjust your legs for Malasana, or yogic squat. Bring the hands back to Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra helps us to balance and regain our composure as the world turns itself around us. The low center of gravity in Malasana has a steadying effect, becoming the answer to that which you wish to change, or changing yourself, adapting as necessary. So this just kind of means if you see injustice, be fair and just within your own life. If you see greed, be generous within your own life. If you see division, don't allow yourself to become polarized or divided. Instead, make room inside yourself to hold both aspects of a thing. And this is to become an alchemist, to wield the world within yourself. Change creates alchemy within us. Our chemistry changes and we grow. Change will heal all our inner distortions if we can allow it to do its own good work. Let's come down to a kneeling position now. And just sit to one hip, taking your opposite foot over that knee, and come into a half spinal twist here, twisting towards your bent leg. Coming to center when you're ready, back to kneeling position and over to the other hip, taking the opposite foot over the knee, half spinal twist on the other side, twisting towards your bent leg. Beautiful. Come back to center and come into a crouching position. We're going to take crow pose here. So you felt the change coming at the start of the practice. You've moved through the chaos of the change, and now you are ready to hover over it. And if there's no balance in your body as you find your crow, find balance in the breath, find balance in your mind and balance in your heart. If you've no strength left in your arms, be strong enough in your heart to be loving with yourself. Perch on a block if you like to find this shape, or lie on your back and find the shape there. Relax a bit. We might as well relax because change is inevitable. So what are we going to do? How are we going to respond? Hopefully with a smile. Now from your crow pose, wherever you are, either jump back to plank and vinyasa to dog, or just bring yourself to a downward facing dog, one way or another. So we embrace the restlessness of the coming changes. We can surrender to the storms of change. We can allow the emotional process, whatever that might look like, and find a new normal, knowing that we are growing in line with the universe, the changes the universe presses upon us, and that ultimately it's good. Life is good. From downward facing dog, let's step the left foot forward for pigeon. If pigeon doesn't work for you, you can sit with your legs crossed and just breathe into your hips. But if you're in pigeon, take your arms on a diagonal stretch away from your front knee. Like a pigeon dog here. And if all feels well, you can take a twist here, taking the same elbow or the forearm to your front foot or thereabouts. So it might be more towards your front knee if you're tight, or your elbow might come to your foot if your hips are open. But it's not what we do, it's how we respond that counts. And twisting pigeon brings a humility to the ego. And we can bring compassion to our frustrations and kindnesses to criticisms. You can stay here if you like, or you can create a mermaid from here. You know, if you want to change your human form, if you want to take it that far, mermaid pose is kind of there for you. Beautiful, and then come back to downward facing dog. Stretch it all out. Now your right foot can come forward, or the second side for pigeon on the other side. If you've been sitting with your legs crossed, because pigeon isn't for you today, just cross your legs the other way now. And from pigeon, you can take your arms on the diagonal stretch away from the front knee. And you can do a version of this too if you're in a cross-leg position, if all feels well with your body. And if you like, you can take a twist here. The same elbow or forearm to your front foot or thereabouts. Remembering it's not what we do, it's how we respond that counts. Twisting here, we mirror the external world that spirals in universal elements, creating the pressure that pushes change upon us. And this pressure breaks down old thoughts and feelings within us. And the internal world within us continually responds to the external spirals pressing upon us. But so often we resist this process and so block our own growth by not really understanding the healing nature of change. Change is the nature of life, and life is good. And we can respond with style. So if you really want to embrace your change today, Mermaid is there for you now. And then from Mermaid, you can come into Downward Facing Dog. Shifting forward to Plank, coming down, knees, chest, chin. Opening up Cobra, back to Downward Facing Dog. Jump to sit. Let's take Janu Shasasana A. But we're going to turn towards your bent leg and side stretch over the straight one. And I'll repeat that the external world spirals in universal elements, creating pressure that pushes change upon us. And we're continually responding to that. But often the mind resists this process, and so we block our own growth. By not understanding the healing nature of change, we're sort of scared of it in a way. Let's come out of that side stretch, swap the legs, and do the same thing on the other side. As we move posture to posture, change to change, we can begin to understand the healing power of change. Beautiful. Let's come out of that. And bring yourself forward into plank. And let's hold this plank here. Hands are underneath the shoulders, belly is strong and switched on, tailbone moves down, legs are super strong. Push the pose back into the legs a little bit. Send the gaze forward. And as we hold plank, we might want to repeat the mantra that's bring on the change. Bring on the change. Bring it on. But not quite yet. Keep going, keep breathing, you're almost there. Bring on the change. Bring on the change. And change is upon us. Let's press back, child's pose, well done. Okay, so let's take the legs together version of child's pose tonight. Sit to your heels. And your arms can either trail out behind you, or you can, with your head to your mat, or you can rest onto your forearms in like a sphinx pose and just let the head relax here. Maybe onto a block if that feels good. Now this pose, child's pose, stimulates the energy channels that help us to feel less fearful. And we feel less fearful now because we know a little more about change. We've moved through many different postures, many different changes, and we have survived. We know that every day, every breath, every moment, we are different because change is the nature of life. So it makes sense to make peace with change. Okay, beautifuls, let's come into Sphinx pose when you're ready. Nice easy Sphinx tonight, bringing the elbows forward of the shoulders. And And as the spine softens, the heart opens. And we can settle into the back of the heart and see what is behind us. But let's see what is behind us in terms of gratitude and love, rather than grief or regret. Because whatever it is not gone, only changed, only changed. If Sphinx is too much for your back, you can just lay on your front. The poses that we do tonight, whatever they are, stay with us, creating a kind of alchemy within us and the conditions for positive change. The practice helps us to see our past and soften any sadnesses with love and understanding, so we can respond with our best self. We can know that change is life and life is good. Gorgeous. When you're ready, you guys, come out of your Sphinx pose. And we're going to come into hero pose next. So just basically kneeling with your feet together, sitting on your heels if that's possible. If your knees are too tight, you can place a blanket over your legs to create a seat and lift your hips a little higher. But if your knees hurt, don't do it. Just come into cross-leg position. Now, from whatever seat you have chosen, either stay here or lean back into your hands or forearms. Lean back a little. Resting back onto your hands or perhaps even onto your forearms, we breathe into what is coming at us. So brace yourself, it's coming. And what is coming at us? Well, inevitable change. Always, constantly and relentlessly. But as we lean back, we can soften the front of the body and surrender to this process of life and living, knowing change is life and life is good. Beautiful. Let's come out of that now. And bring yourself to lie down upon your mat. We're going to take a supine twist here. So you can either do the usual, just bringing the knees up and just twist one way. Or you can do this twist with your thighs wrapped in like an eagle position. Whatever feels good for your body. You decide, you choose. As you do this, you mirror the external world that is spiraling in universal elements, and this creates the pressure that pushes change upon us, breaking down old thoughts and feelings within us. And we continually respond to this naturally, but sometimes we get in our own way. We resist the process of change and so block our own growth. And this is only because we're young and we don't really understand the healing nature of change. We think it's happening to us, so we fight against it rather than realizing it's actually happening for us. It's happening for our soul's growth. The world is turning itself upside down for us so that we can experience change. And it's not doing anything to us. It is changing for us. And that would be the yogic perspective on change. So you can let this understanding spiral through you as you twist here and relax here, allowing the twist, allowing the shift, and embracing the changes. Beautiful. Let's come back to center when you're ready. We're just going to twist the other way. So if you wrapped your legs, wrap them the other way and twist the other way. As best you can, allow the twist, allow the shift, embrace the change. You can revisit that question that we asked at the beginning of the practice. The question is, am I due a change? Is there a change coming for me? Am I feeling the change coming? Or am I within the changes? Is it so chaotic and so crazy that I might not even know I'm in it? Or am I grieving what has changed? Is my heart being stretched? Am I close to my emotions? Or perhaps I have been changed and I'm moving into a new normal now, different somehow. Whatever your answer, know that today you've made a connection to the nature of change, knowing that change is life and life is good. Helps us make peace with change. When you're ready, come back to center. And set yourself up for Shavasana. Make sure you be warm enough for the next 10 minutes or so. Through our practice today, we have learned that change is not always easy. But somewhere on the other side of change, there is a new normal where we can be happy again and where life is still good. We know that change is relentless. So in Shavasana, you can counter the changes that push upon you with a deep letting go. Let yourself relax here. You can feel all the busy, changing energy inside of you, grounding and relaxing with every exhalation. Let go and relax. Okay, when you're ready, begin to deepen the breath. And stretch through the fingers and toes, gently waking the body up. And if it feels right for you tonight, you can take a full body stretch. Tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes, stretching. And then hugging knees in towards chest if that feels good too. Rock a little side to side, massage your hips. Gently rocking to one side. Bringing anything back with you, anything that was relevant to you today. Bring it out of your practice and back with you into your life, into your yoga. As you come to meet in a comfortable seat, in a comfortable seat, we find ourselves on the other side of practice, in a new normal. Something has shifted inside of us. The alchemical processes created by the external pressures of the postures are moving within you now, and you are different somehow. No matter if you know it or not, you have grown in your heart and open your mind to new understandings which connect you to the nature of change. Change is life, and life is good. And we'll seal the practice now with a closing mantra which dedicates everything we've done to what is good and gives prayers for peace and happiness. And you can join in if you know it. So bringing your hands to your heart, take a deep breath in. Swasti prajabhyaha padapalaryam damlyanaye namagema mahe mahishama go brahmani bhyana shivamastam nityam lokaha samastaha sukino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you, yogis. Namaste.